Hey there, this is Andy with a cool joke. Let's start. A photographer from a well known national magazine was assigned to cover the fires at the Yellowstone National Park. When the photographer arrived, he realized that the smoke was so thick that it would seriously impede or make it impossible for him to photograph anything from the ground level. He requested the permission to rent a plane and take photographs from the air. He arrived at the airport and saw a plane warming up near the gate. He jumped in with his bag and shouted, "Let's go!" The pilot swung the little plane into the wind, and within minutes they were in the air. The photographer said, "Fly over the park and make 2 or 3 low passes so I can take some pictures." "Why?" asked the pilot. "Because I'm a photographer," he responded, "and photographers take photographs." The pilot was silent for a moment. Finally, he stammered, "You mean you're not the flight instructor?" Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel.
Hey, you cherries! Roger here with a cool joke. Let's start. A group of friends spent a weekend gambling in Las Vegas. One of the men on the trip won $100,000. He didn't want anyone to know about it, so he decided not to return with the others, but took a plane later for home, arriving back at 3 a.m. He immediately went out to the backyard of his house, dug a hole, and planted the money in it. The following morning, he walked outside and found only an empty hole. He noticed footsteps leading from the hole to the house next door, which was owned by a deaf mute. On the same street lived a professor who understood sign language and was a friend of the deaf man. Grabbing his pistol, the enraged man went to awaken the professor and dragged him to the deaf man's house. "You tell this guy that if he doesn't give my money back, $100,000, I'm gonna kill him." The guy screamed at the professor. The professor conveyed the message to his friend, and his friend replied in the sign language,
I had it hidden in the back lawn underneath the cherry tree.
The professor turned to the man with the gun and said, "I'm afraid he's not going to tell you. He said he would rather die first."
Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hi there, Collins here with a cool joke. Let's start. A guy comes home completely drunk one night. He lurches to the door and is met by his scowling wife, who is most definitely not happy.
Where the heck have you been all night?
She demands.
At the bar, honey.
He says,
It is called the Golden Salon. Everything there is golden. It's got a huge golden door, a golden floor, and even the urinal's gold.
The wife still doesn't believe the story. So the next day, she checks the phone book, finding the place across the town called the Golden Salon. She calls up the place to check her husband's story.
Is this the Golden Salon?
She asks as the bartender answers the phone.
"Yes, it is."
The bartender answers.
Do you have huge golden doors?
She asks.
"Sure do."
The bartender replies.
Do you have golden floors?
She asks.
"Most certainly do, ma'am," the bartender assures her.
What about the golden urinals?
She queried skeptically. There's a huge, long pause. Then the woman hears the bartender yelling,
Hey dude, I think I got the lead on the guy that pissed in the saxophone last night.
Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel.